Welcome back to Sheffield. This is the city where a record-breaking Olympic boxing team were based ahead of London 2012. Star of the show was that man, gold medalist Anthony Joshua, who made his debut 3 weeks ago in the capital and demolished his opponent in less than 1 round. Second up, 33-5 veteran Paul Butlin, who shared the ring with some very good class opposition. He took current European champion Derek Chisora the distance twice. How will this one pan out? Our MC is John McDonald.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the future People's Champion, known as Anthony Joshua! Ladies and gentlemen, any home for matchroom sport now showcases for your entertainment 6 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. Introducing to you, firstly fighting out of the red corner wearing the black trunks trimmed with silver, weighing in 16 stone, 11 pounds 14 ounces, a 33 fight record, 14 wins, 3 inside the scheduled distance and 19 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, a record attendance in the prize fighter series. From Melton Mowbray, Paul Butlin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed with gold, weighing in at 16 stone, 8 pounds 7 ounces. He is undefeated. 1 contest, 1 win inside the scheduled distance. Coming to the ring as the 2-time ABA champion, and ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Olympic gold medal. He is the future People's Champion. Please welcome from Watford, Anthony Joshua! Timekeeper at the bell is Barry Peter, and our referee in charge of the action is Howard Foster, and this is 6 3-minute rounds.
Okay, fellas, you both know the rules. Keep it clean, ring straight away when told. Both watch your heads, good luck to you both, touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
Well, Paul Butlin was the original opponent for the debut 3 weeks ago, but he turned that down because he was getting married. So from wedding bells to boxing bells for Paul Butlin, and he might be hearing bells of another kind fairly soon if Anthony Joshua has his way. Vastly experienced Butlin, been in with some very good men, as you heard Derek Chisora twice, Albert Sosnowski, who was a former world title challenger, Paulo Vidos, former European champion, Jonathan Banks, who went 7th round with the big American, lost over 8 to Edwin Gerber, who just boxed for the European title. Just recently lost in 5 to Gary Cornish, the big Highlander in Inverness. The problem he's got, Jim, all those names I mentioned, he's lost to him in the end. sooner or later, and you would think the same fate is going to befall him here. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, well, you know, a fighter who's lost more than he's won, he's making up the numbers tonight. It's you have to expect this, but I mean, it's quite right. You have to be careful with all talents. A good right hand from Joshua.
Yeah, rocked him there, rocked him early, and the legs are sagging, and he's really feeling that right hand here, Butlin. Oh, well, just to get through that. Doesn't want to take too many more of them, and Joshua knows he's got his number. Howard Foster's already looking at this, the referee. Inside the first minute.
Well, we're seeing what we expected to see, but I was quite surprised by the speed of that right hand from Joshua. That was terrific. You can see him warming to the pro game.
Talked to big Richard Towers, the Sheffield heavyweight who's been sparring with Joshua, and he said the thing that really impressed him more than anything about Joshua is the way he adapts. Whatever you throw at him, he deals with it and comes back with something else. And again, every time Butlin feels one of those right hands, the legs shake, and there's another one. Then the switch to the body, sagged at the knees a bit there. The 37-year-old is probably thinking, what am I doing in here at the moment?
Yeah, I think Butlin had plans of putting up a show the way he started here tonight, but I think he's had his mind changed. He was hurt. He's been hurt a couple of times. He's still in there, thankfully, but being a little bit more circumspect now.
He said all the right things in the build-up for Butlin. He said, Joshua, he's a bit slow, flat-footed, stiff. But then he said, why do you bang a bit? And he also admitted it's a totally different lifestyle. Paul's day starts at 5 AM with a run, then he has to get the kids to school, then he goes to work. I don't think Anthony has to worry about any of that just at the moment.
Yeah, well, Butlin trying to be a little bit cagey now, getting his hands up, blocking the shots. Maybe a good time to go back down to the body again for Joshua. But it'd be nice to hear the final bell. I don't mean the end of the fight, I mean the end of the round.
Got a couple of jabs in there earlier, Butlin. And he's done well, as we say, to regroup, because he looked like he was going to go in the first minute. Showed some reflexes there to get out of the way of that long right hand, but here comes the jab. Joshua taking his time. Looking to work for his openings. Not in any rush here.
Yeah, which is also good. You know, he doesn't have the pressure of the crowd looking for the knockout. He's hurt there.
Not for the first time in this round. There is that bell you're waiting for, Jim. He survived the first 3 minutes, Paul Butlin.
Big breathing, come on, big breathing. That's good work, mate. Take some more. That's good. Good work in the jab, mate. Put your combinations in there, explosive combination. Jab, double jab, right hand, left hook. Bring that left hook off the right hand now as well, yeah? You alright? That's good, yeah, you've done a good run.
What's he going to come out and do?
It's nice from your leg, you ain't doing nothing. Josh, you ain't nothing to worry about this, kid. Alright?
That's Tony Sims working the corner with his brother Peter there, the cut man.
Joshua, very business-like there. I mean, he's huge, he's powerful, he's athletic, he's talented, everything going for him, and not in any hurry whatsoever. He wants to do the job cleanly, not allowing this to be messy, just picking his punches nicely.
Round two of this six-rounder. There was a shrug almost from Paul Butlin as he went to his corner at the end of that first round, as if to say, boy, this is going to be a painful night's work. Switching with a body shot there. Joshua leading off with a left hand to the body. Oh, nailed him. That right hand. Now is Butlin going to get up? He doesn't know where he is, Butlin, and I think Howard Foster's waving that off. There's a bad cut over the eye as well. Now is he going to let him carry on? Well, he is.
Well, I think body language says, I want out of there. I would have got him out of there.
I think one more punch will get him out of there, and I think Howard Foster's getting ready to step in here because nobody wants to see Butlin get hurt. Body shots coming in, he's all over the place here, and that's it. The towel comes in. Howard Foster says that's enough, and a smile at the end from Paul Butlin, who says, yeah, I've been in with something special there. Well, it was a two-punch combination, but it was the right hand just exploded on the eyebrow of Paul Butlin. And that was right there, the fight ender. I mean, goodness knows how Butlin got up from that.
Well, the speed of the right hand surprised me in the opening round from Joshua, and surprised Butlin at the beginning of the second. And that was a terrific punch. And the way, you know, the weight of the knockdown, if you like, and then the injuries he got back up. You know, I thought it was over at that point. I mean, look at the way he's crumbled to the floor here. Stands up and blood flowing from an eye. I think we've seen enough, thankfully. Howard Foster, I mean, okay, you're dealing with a fighter's pride. He wants to put up a show, but the night had caved in on him. It was time to get him out of there. Thankfully, it wasn't forced to take too many more. But that was another terrific performance. It's what we expect from Josh at this stage. We can't go overboard, but he's doing what's expected of him, but he's doing it very, very well. Yeah,
that's the point, isn't it? It's you like what you're seeing of him. You're not going to go overboard, as you say. He's not going to go out and win a world title tomorrow. We're not looking at another Lomachenko here or anything like that, but everything that you're asking him to do, everything you're hoping to see from him, you're seeing.
Yeah, and credit to Butlin. He didn't grab hold, he didn't try to turn it into a maul. So, you know, he came to put up a little bit of a show. He did that, so a bit of entertainment, and he played his part. But his part was over.
Yeah, and not before time. So 2-0, Anthony Joshua, all smiles, having a chat with somebody at just outside the ropes there. Very, very impressive once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, timekeeper Barry Pinder has recorded a time of 50 seconds of the second round. The referee has stopped this contest with Butlin unable to continue. Your winner and still undefeated, the future People's Champion, Anthony Joshua! How about your appreciation, please, for the prize fighter, Paul Butlin?
6'6" of pure brawn. Anthony Joshua, 2 out of 2. Second round demolition job on Paul Butlin. He celebrates the win. We'll hear from him very, very shortly.
Well, Anthony, congratulations. Another spectacular win, another stoppage victory. You've got to be pleased with the way that went.
Not yet, because when you're in there, there's a few things that you could do better. I'm still improving, still cracking on, but it's always good to get a win because now I can get ready for November 14th, which is my next fight, and I've got about 2.5 weeks to work on a few things to improve on.
You weren't wild, though. You set everything up with the jab.
Yeah, that's the key right now is relax, do your boxing, move, box again, move, look for the opening, attack, you know, and second round, what Tony told me in the corner is let your shots go, be sharp. You've worked your way into the second round now be composed and sharp, and that's what I've done.
A lovely two-punch combination to floor Butlin. Were you surprised he got up from that?
Yeah, man, the guy's a tough guy, you know, all respect to him. That's what I said. I like someone who comes to fight, someone who's game, and that's what he did.
Chance to see it here, Anthony.
I didn't see it.
Here we go. Talk us through that.
Left hook, right hand. It's boxing. 1-2, body shots, head shots. You know, boxing ain't complicated. You got two arms and you got to find a route to knock them out, and that's what I've done with a left hook and right. Out
again in 3 weeks. Any word on who you're going to box?
The main man here has got someone for me, and whoever it is, as I always say to Eddie, I've got to win. I've got to win. I've got to win.
Promote Eddie Hearn. Who's next?
I don't know. Do you know anyone? I mean, listen, he showed so much more composure tonight. Butlin, he's a seasoned pro. So much more composure than the debut. You know, he went the distance twice with Derek Chisora. He's been around, and this is a different class we're talking about right here. People talk about we've got to take him at the right pace, we've got to take him slowly. It's going to be very difficult to do. November the 14th, top in the prize fight, heavyweights bill at York Hall. It's going to be ram-packed. Just another stepping stone of the journey.
Well done tonight.
Tony Bellew, that is the difficult thing, isn't it? Holding him back.
Yeah, it is, but you know, I can't stress the importance of it because, you know, experience needs to be gained before you take that next step. Tonight he was exceptional. You know, he's just demolished Paul Butlin there in double quick time, and I haven't seen someone do that to Paul Butlin in a long time. And he went to points with Derek Chisora twice, and Derek brings a lot of heat and pressure. So, you know, a bit more pressure added on to Anthony Joshua tonight, but it was a fantastic display.
Johnny, fantastic. Just about sums it up, doesn't it?